And welcome everyone. Rorschach here with the Game Reactionists. I feel like it's been a hot minute since I've been live. Sorry about that. Spectre and I have certainly put videos up on the channel, so if you haven't, go check those out. Let's finish up some Soul Reaver too, hey? So last I played, that's right, I had just witnessed Janos's perish, or being killed. And off stream I have done a little bit of trophy cleaning as well. I don't know how much is left. I don't think there's too much left in the game itself. So, kill a fire demon groundling, kill fire demons within 1 minute at the pillars during the Seraphan era. Scare the crows. Apparently that's a weird glitched one. I do have save points. I am going to have to do a second run, it seems, to complete the game within 6 hours before I get the platinum on this. But yeah, other than that, pretty cool stuff. And if you're new to the channel, you know, you like this stuff, like, comment, subscribe, do all the cool YouTube stuff, hit the notification bell so that you're aware of when we upload new content. And am I even going the right way here? Okay. I don't think I am. I think I have to go back this way. No, I do go this way. Alright. Oh God! You know what sucks about these guys is I don't get any real indicators that I'm hitting them. There we go. Okay, so those guys are dead. Alright, come on, buddy. Feeling lucky? Why is it switching on me? Oh, no, not like this, Raziel. Son of a gun. You know what? I might be better served. Where is the fire demon? Ugh. And I have to kill these guys within a minute at the pillars? Oh, man. Who's this asshole? Get over here, I'm gonna eat you. Get in my belly. And then the... Oh God, how much health did Bad dog. Oh my gosh. There we go. Holy buckets. Okay. Here we go. Let's get some health back so I can take on this fire demon here. Oh, God, he just instantly... There we go. I'm wrecking my face there. Okay, so these guys just keep respawning, and that's okay. Alright. Okay. Come on, get out of here. So what does this trophy say exactly? Kill them within a minute of each other? Right? Kill the demons within 1 minute. Fire demons within 1 minute. Oh, the big boy. Come closer, Raziel. Ah! Oh yeah, I forget I have a block. There we go. Took care of him. But now I'm hurting. Maybe I should prepare. Ugh. There we go. Let's get my fire Reaver here. Because the fire Reaver's cool. There we go. Alright, let me look up real quick. What is this? Inferno Trophy. So close to the end. I got no patience. Hey, thanks for commenting. Appreciate you coming. I also got no patience. Inferno Trophy. Soul Reaver 2. Bear with me here. I'm just looking up how to do this trophy right quick. Obviously, it's missable. Oh, I have quite a ways to go anyway. Okay. So we're not going to worry about it just now. Old or new fan? Old fan. Very, like, original fan. huge fan of the series. I have all of the games on their original releases. I got Legacy of Kain, Blood Omen, and Soul Reaver on the PS1, and then Blood Omen 2 and Soul Reaver 2 on the PS2. I also have Blood Omen 2 on the Xbox and the GameCube. And I have Defiance on PS2 and Xbox as well. Defiance is one of those where it left me wanting more, and like not in a good way either. Like it just, I don't know, it didn't feel complete, and it's one of those instances where maybe doing like a planned trilogy or something isn't a good idea. We should do the old original Star Wars method and make a complete story just in case. But no, big fan of the remaster here. Hopefully, you know, we get some proper revival. In fact, I don't know if they're still up, but Limited Run Games is releasing a physical copy of the of this remaster, and so I did pre-order the collector's edition that they had and a regular copy. Let's hope this LOK Renaissance will give us a conclusion to Defiance's ending. I mean, really, that's what should happen, right? Like, but I mean, I don't even know if any of the original team is still around in terms of the developers. And with a couple of other fans, when I was last streaming, they confirmed that the voice actors for Raziel and Kain are still alive. But the Squid Master, he's gone. His voice actor is gone. I think Mobius's voice actor is gone. So yeah, it'd be interesting. And to be honest, Defiance is the one I remember least about. I played through it like once or twice, and then that was it. But that'll be one. Raziel's voice actor is in his 90s? No way! That blows my mind. 'Cause 20 years ago, he like in this game, he sounds like he can't be any older than, 35. Holy buckets. I do know that Kane's voice actor is still working. Little Lord of the Rings reference there. He did say, though, he would come out of retirement to play this role again. Michael Bell is much older than Simon Templeman. He was in his 60s voicing Raziel here. Impressive, right? Yeah, because he doesn't sound like a 60-year-old man. He sounds like a young man. And I was saying this, it really bums me out hearing that, like, because it's like, just somebody with such talent, is clearly gonna be on his way out sooner rather than later. And that's unfortunate, because I feel like with modern gaming, we just don't have any voice actors that really stand out the way that these ones do, you know? And what's been nice about this remaster too is, you know, I last played these games on the PlayStation 2 counterpart, you know, and so while I remembered a lot of the core storyline, the small little bits and pieces, you know, that I'd forgotten about, it's almost like playing a new game, and that's what I like about that. Oh, he got me. I think unless we get a remake of Blood Omen, we will never get a proper sequel. I think it is more likely for them to try a soft reboot, either going way into the future or the past. Oh snap! Back on SR2. Yeah, what's up, Lucius? I never finished the remaster, so. Thanks for joining. I was what I was doing, in all honesty, was I was playing some Metal Gear Solid Master Collection offline. I probably should have been streaming that, but you know, sometimes you don't stream everything. You know, sometimes you just want to chill out and be in your own headspace while gaming. So, and that's what I did. But I will do some Metal Gear stream. I'm gonna stream me doing the Metal Gear Solid 1 VR missions. That's what I'm gonna do.
You have failed me, Raziel.
Old one. Did you truly resurrect me, or were you simply there when I awakened from my torment in the abyss? I suspect you found me merely convenient, dropped in your lair by Cain, indestructible for some reason, a durable and gullible tool for you to manipulate.
This man does not sound like he's in his 70s. That still blows my mind. Patience here, just fucking with me tonight. Yeah, I got those two. Still haven't gotten to them. So much cutscenes. It's a commitment to play through those. You just skip the cutscenes. Unless you've never played them before, then, you know, that's an option. I did get the Fox ranking on Metal Gear Solid 1, which was... I really should have streamed that experience, but at the same time I'm happy I didn't. It was quite challenging. So the only thing I have to do... Raziel's voice actor spends his retirement teaching voice acting, actually. Oh, good. I like hearing that. Alright, so I've gotten full health here. Let's create a save point, because I'm approaching a trophy. Yeah. Oh god! The bugs from another planet. Leave me alone! No! Oh, it's a good thing those bugs don't know how to jump. I actually don't know if it's ever mentioned in the lore, but what the hell are these shadowy figures supposed to be? Alright, here we go. Is it just a matter of... I wonder if I don't even target the fire demons. If I just run around swinging, that'll be easier for me to get this trophy. Let's find out. Let's go. Here we go. It's partially devoured souls that adapted. Okay. Cool. Oh god. Oh, so many demons. Oh yeah, not targeting is the way to be. Okay. Come on, baby. Come on! There we go. Tight. That actually was much easier than I thought it would be. Much easier to get that trophy. I think not targeting is the key, for sure. And... okay, so Ariel doesn't ever hang around here. Or she's technically still alive, actually. Because the pillars are not corrupted. Yeah, the Soul Reaver just deletes them. Yeah, I forgot about that. When you, especially when you do its, like, overcharge. You know, at the expense of your health, but that's okay. Ah! Ariel is not born yet. She will be in a few hours. Okay, that's what it is. I wonder if she's singing part of this world. Wish I could be part of your world. Although I think when this Ariel is born, she's not gonna wish that. She's gonna be like, what the hell am I born into? I don't want this. She'll be born after Vordor kills the previous Guardian. And those are the events of the first Blood Omen game. Which I did play around through that recently, actually. And... there's something to be said about that old style of gaming. And more importantly, that old style of, like, storytelling. Like, as Simon Templeman is narrating the game as you're playing it. You know, it just... you take it for granted in modern games. But back then, it's like doing something like that was, like, no easy task, you know? Whee! Okay, now. Alright, so I gotta have a fire. There it is. Oh, good hit. I mean, that was just very good aiming. Can't even be upset about that. Leave me alone. I'm just a guy. create a new save here. Get over here! I'm gonna kick you into the water! Hey, get out of here, man! I'm not even dealing with you! God, mind your own business, guy! Yeah, you drowned rat? See? Remember that, fellas. White knighting does nothing for you. That guy was coming here to save her. And now look, he got killed for his troubles, and she's still dead. Huh? What? Come on now. There we go. Oh, you dumb bitch. You got no brothers. Ping. Alright. Are there any other trophies I can clean up? Kill a fire demon groundling. That's gotta be some stupid one I missed. 1 second here. Distance trophy, soul Reaver 2. Apparently that's a thing? Okay. Okay, so that's something I can load one of my previous previous saves on, but apparently I never noticed it. The fire demons. I probably sound like a guy that's never played this game before, but I promise you I have. In fact, I'll do proof of ownership real quick here, right now, just in case there's any naysayers. I'm not gonna pull out all my copies, but here you go. My original PS2 copy of Soul Reaver 2. The one... I think this is the one I had since I was a kid, actually. I can't remember if I've repurchased it. I'm probably sounding like such a total noob here. Like, what do you mean you didn't know the fire demons spit out little saplings? Do you even Soul Reaver, bro? That's gonna be the first controversy of the channel here. Rorschach lied, people died. Alright. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, 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 yeah. Cool, the fire demons are bugged. The only one who spawns that is the one at the pillars in the future, only rarely. Talking about like the little sapling that the fire demon spits out. So you're talking about patience?
Seize him.
I'm actually quite surprised, by the way. This game's been out for a month and Aspire doesn't have any update for it yet. I actually, well, and that's one thing, I'm rarely a trophy hunter. But if it's a game like this, where it's like, okay, chances are to get the platinum, you just gotta play through the entirety of the game. You know, maybe do a couple of things. The Scarecrow one is bugged too, apparently. Where you gotta scare away all the scarecrows prior to encountering Wardorf for the first time. But what I have learned from deciding to do complete trophy runs is creating save scum points. So if you screw something up or miss something, whatever, you can go back and it's not as painful. Yeah, you have to save and reload at the swamp for the trophy to work. Yeah, I think I read something about that.
Suddenly and inexplicably, I discovered the Reaver suspiciously laid across my path. Again, I sensed nothing of that temporal distortion, the peculiar sense of displacement I had felt when I encountered the Reaver in William's chapel. Cornered here with the blade, I suffered the same nameless
What
dread
achievement bug did
that
you
I had
have in
experienced
Soul
when
Reaver
Janos
1,
first
Lucius?
presented the Reaver to me. I felt at once repelled by the blade, and yet overwhelmingly compelled to seize it.
So, Raziel, here we are, finally. You have no choice but to confront me now. And I am not so foolish as I've let you believe. We have business to conclude.
You knew I would lead the Seraphim to Janos, you vile bastard. You've been orchestrating my every move. My destiny is an amusement to you.
It was fun while it lasted. I think not, Raziel. Malik, do not let this creature leave.
Collect max energy. Apparently it doesn't count if the last upgrade you get is from finding a glyph.
Poor deluded
Huh.
Raziel.
And honestly, I can't remember what order I did it.
To change history on me. I'm the time streamer. I knew your every intention before you did, you imbecile.
Lord Mobius, there is trouble within. The circle is under
Hold
attack.
fast, Malik. This one is the real danger to us.
What are you trying to concoct here, Mobius?
You toxic creature. Did you imagine I'd simply allow you to run loose, corrupting everything you encounter?
Blood Omen 1 intro happening next door. Now Ariel is being born. Yep, I do remember that from Blood Omen 1.
I won't repeat.
Wrong again, Raziel. Now, Malik, bolt the door.
Using his staff to disable my Wraith Blade, Mobius effectively disarmed me, leaving me with only one choice of weapon. And yet I confess, it was not the lack of options, but blind rage that made me take up the Reaver. In my fury, it felt as though my hand had acted of its own will. And now, that same hand clutched the hilt with unyielding strength, and I felt a constrained tingling.
How come we don't get moments like this in video games anymore? I feel like you just don't get cool moments. You're like, yes, now you get the ultimate weapon. You know, I just... You get the actual Soul Reaver blade here. Metal Gear Solid 4, you got to actually pilot Metal Gear Rex. It's just... Am I wrong, chat? Or am I forgetting games where you do indeed get to do that? I'm not talking about like being able to use like your OP rocket launchers and shit like that. I'm talking about like titular weapons in a universe that's otherwise not able to be gotten.
I recognize these two as my former brethren, in life as Sarafan, and in unlife as Cain's vampire sons. Melchiah and Zephon, the weakest of Cain's brood. Those bastards had no idea what future lay in store for them, how they would become the very thing they so despised. The Reaver hummed with ravenous anticipation. Janos had called it a vampiric blade, endowed with the power to drain its victims of their lifeblood. I was eager to see what
I remember how epic and mind-blowing this was. Yeah, right? I mean, it's just cool. Like, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, that's enough now. Come on, Zephon, you gotta be close to dead. It's alright. I'll just run around this fan. Oh, come on. He's so dead. Oh, he's so dead. I killed your brother, now what? Oh, right in the gut. Oh, again. Oh, come on. Oh, and you're dead.
As Melchiah and Zephon fell before my blade, I felt the Reaver's bloodthirst as keenly as I ever had when I was still a vampire. I could sense the boundary between us dissolving. The Reaver was consumed with my rage, and I was intoxicated by its bloodlust.
Same thing with this dialogue. You just don't get dialogue with this. You know, words like intoxicated anymore, bloodlust. Like, it used to be like everything is just so cookie cutter with language that's used, and
the Reaver had made me invincible.
You know, this is when video games didn't treat gamers like they were morons. They treated us with a modicum of respect. They're like, chances are you are reading at an 8th grade level, so we're gonna have these games. Shakespearean prose is dead in video games nowadays. Yeah, I mean, it really is. I played through.
The monster's black heart.
You'll have to get through us first.
Okay.
My former brethren, Duma and Rahab, confronted me next. This all
Duma.
seemed so elegantly choreographed. Exhilarated by the Reaver, I was drunk with revelations. I could finally appreciate the delicious irony of Cain's blasphemous private joke. And I reveled as I colluded with him across the centuries. For it was I who put these bastards in their tomb, thus providing the corpses for Cain to raise as his vampire sons a millennium from now.
But when I was playing through Silent Hill 2 Remake, and I played this through the original as well, and you know, they still have the hard puzzle mode, because like some of those puzzles are still a little challenging. And then I popped in Silent Hill 3 because my eldest child, she watched me play Silent Hill 2 Remake, and she wanted to watch me play Silent Hill 3. And like, one of the first major puzzles in that game, if you're playing the puzzles on hard mode, is you have to have like a bit of knowledge of Shakespeare in order to solve it. You just, I don't know. What did Patience say here? They think people are too dumb to appreciate it. With games being so expensive nowadays, they need broad audiences to justify the investments, so they focus on the lowest common denominator. I don't disagree with you. However, I don't think those broad audiences exist the way that, you know, they would have us believe that they do. You know? I certainly hope that new fans purchase Soul Reaver Remastered, but generally I'm pretty confident that the people who bought this remaster of this game specifically are fans of the series, and then maybe streamers. But maybe I'm wrong. But you can still get the broad audience, and that's another thing too. You can still get the broad audience and still have intelligent design by what you create. Like, I mean, that's how gaming grew, right? Like, it wasn't like we had Fortnite since day one, right? Like, gaming grew because you had these compelling video games to play through. You had these compelling storylines. People that grew up with these things or read about them even, and then decided, okay, maybe I will get myself a console, or maybe I will get myself a PC. Maybe I will play Legacy of Kain. Maybe I will play, you know, Silent Hill or anything like that. I agree, but executives are no more rational than normal people. They adhere to some common sense, corporative belief, and refuse to accept anything else. They think they need to do it, so they do. Yeah, and I think we're starting to see, you're right, and I think we're starting to see how that's not paying in the dividends that they had hoped for.
Get back to the pit you crawled from, demon.
Don't tell me what to do.
And here at last
You're not my
was
dad.
my brother Tyrell, who along with Duma would bear me into the abyss without questioning Cain's command. So dutiful and righteous, even as a vampire. I guess some habits die hard. The vampire Tyrell had eluded my vengeance. The Sarafat Tyrell would not.
Oh yeah. Huh, huh. Huh, huh, huh. I'm just shitting all over this guy. I'm glad you're understanding. English is not my first language, so I thought I could be miscommunicating. Are you using a translator? Other than that, like, I mean, yeah, it's It's pretty clear. Oh, well. Hey man, your English is pretty good. You speak better you speak the language better than some people I know myself. Oh, and hopefully I've earned you as a ongoing fan of the channel as well. Give me 1 second here, chat. Appreciate that patience. Here we go. I'm killing myself. You've created a time paradox. Snake!
Here we are.
Snake!
Destroyed my brethren, and now you come for me. You'll find I'm not such easy prey. I don't want to kill you, but I will if I must. Return the heart to me, and we can end this now. So, you've come to avenge that filthy parasite and reclaim his foul heart. You're a righteous fiend, aren't you? Apparently I am. No, vampire. This is where it ends. But you won't be leaving this room. Now, let's finish this. I'll make it mercifully quick. As you did for Janos? No, that beast had eluded us for far too long. It would have been a shame to end him too quickly. It's ironic, really. The great Janos Ordrin turned out to be no challenge at all.
He didn't fight back, man. Like, come on. Relax, guy.
His cowardly screams when I tore that black heart out of his carcass.
Yeah! Yeah, yeah! How dare you! He was my Faja. Oh god! Oh, it hurts! Okay, guy. I want the director of Mad Max to make a Soul Reaver movie. Which Mad Max movie? And, welcome, Victor. Sorry, Victor says he wants the director of Mad Max to make a Soul Reaver movie. Thank you for joining, Victor. Are you talking like the old Mad Max movies with Mel Gibson? Again, which Mad Max movie are you talking about? Oh, right through the belly. Fury Road.
And so it ends. My history comes full circle. Sensing its twin, the Wraithblade uncoiled itself from me, and instead wound lovingly around its former self. I felt its grip loosen, and as the blade left me, its absence chilled me more than its presence ever had. A foreboding sense of emptiness and loss stole over me, and a terrible revelation gathered like a storm at the edge of my awareness. With all other foes exhausted, the conjoined blades turned themselves on me, and I realized, finally, why I had sensed nothing when Janos offered me the blade. The Reaver was never forged to be a soul-stealing weapon. The ravenous, soul-devouring entity trapped in the blade was, and always had been, me. This is why the blade was destroyed when Cain tried to strike me down. The Reaver could not devour its own soul. The paradox shattered the blade. So, this was my terrible destiny. To play out this purgatorial cycle for all eternity. I could not bear it. Despair overwhelmed me. You.
Take me in! I'm trying to... It's been a while since I've seen Fury Road. It's back to your question. I guess I'd have to watch it. I don't remember... I know Immortan Joe was the big bad of the movie. But what I remember of him is he just wanted to knock up as many broads as he could, to have as many kids as he could, and just be the supreme ruler of everything.
To simply let go.
I think Kane's background and his desires are a little more complex than that. But like I said, I liked Fury Road in the sense that it was entertaining. Like, I'll never forget the scene where, you know, he had the big dude playing guitar chained to the loudspeakers and just flamethrowers. I mean, it's like it was an acid trip, man. It was a very entertaining movie, but I couldn't say much more than that about it.
Gambled everything.
About fucking time, dude. I wonder how close by Mobius is.
Free to reclaim your true destiny.
Immortan Joe is what all men should aspire to be. I'm not gonna argue with you on that, Victor.
I could see new memories
I think
blooming and dying.
I'll co-sign that.
Around this monumental obstruction, and I could see by the dawning horror on his face that perhaps we had strained history too far this time. That by trying to alter my fate, he may have introduced a fatal paradox.
My God. The Hilden. We walked right into their trap.
There's a trap!
Raziel. Janos must stay dead.
But Kane's warning was lost as I slipped into the spirit realm, too weak to maintain my physical form. And there, waiting for me as always, was the Reaver, the Wraithblade, my own soul, twinned and bound eternally to me. And I realized that I could never escape my terrible destiny.
This defines... No, this is Soul Reaver 2. This is the end of Soul Reaver 2.
History abhors a paradox.
I had forgotten that's how it ends, but that's how it ends. Yes, they do resurrect Audryn in Defiance. I do remember that. Patience, I wonder how close by Mobius is. Oh, he's long gone, man. Even after the warning, yeah. Maybe I'll stream Defiance. A great cliffhanger. What a poor ending. Ooh, a little spicy here in the chat. Unfortunately, they're on like that on a cliffhanger. Yeah, somebody that likes it, somebody that doesn't like it. I'm inclined to... I guess since, you know, for me, I'm going to try to do some trophy cleaning up while I still talk to you guys. Defiance was not remade. No, the only thing they've done so far was the remastering of Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Which I get, they were trying to tell this epic story, but sucks when the next game isn't made and we get Defiance and then nothing for 20 years. Yeah, I mean, really, if you think about it, we still don't have anything, right? Like, we have remastering of games we've already played. I like how Defiance's cliffhanger is ambiguous enough to be considered a conclusion. Yeah, it is one of those things. I do remember that too. It's kind of like, you know, It's like Inception, right? You know, if you've seen the movie Inception, is Leonardo DiCaprio alive or is he in a dream because he's dead? You know? So, okay, I think, so Defiance should have just started with resurrecting Janos and gone from there. Well, Defiance starts with, if I remember correctly, I think it starts with Cain and like his leaving the compound because he has the Soul Reaver blade. But my more seasoned fellows here, I think Lucius has played the Defiance more recently. Defiance ends with Cain still alive, Raziel sucked into the Reaver, and the Hilden invasion supposedly soon to be. But then we wouldn't have a 25-year gap with no finished story. It's like now I have everything I need and have an idea of what to do, but let's leave it to people's imaginations. Yep, that's exactly what it is. Let's see what this save point is. Okay, so this is if I wanna.
While I had only just escaped the stronghold, I sensed that in time my journey would return me full circle.
This is the one where I can try for the crows, I think. Go away. Right, because what other... Oh god. At this point, what other trophies? I gotta kill the groundling, I gotta do the crows. Janos's interior puzzle within 15 minutes. I came so close to that too, and then I think Lucius and another fan in the chat witnessed me totally biff it. Like, I think I was doing pretty good on time until I wasn't. Okay, so we got those two guys out of the way. Heard another one leave the area. Let's see here. Raziel always had to be in the sword, and the Hilden invasion is dealt with in Blood Omen 2. But Blood Omen 2, I thought, was before the events of the Soul Reaver games. Blood Omen 2 was good. I was there the first time you did it. I don't know if you retried it since then. I have not retried it since then. I have a good save point where I can retry it. And we're talking about the completing Janos's puzzle in 15 minutes. But I thought Blood Omen 2 was before the events of the Soul Reaver 1 and 2. Like, is it not? Blood Omen 2 happens between Blood Omen 1 and Soul Reaver 1, and it deals with the Janos and Hilden plotline from Defiance. Ah. Okay. So, yeah, I was right. What would a new game play like ideally? You know how Darksiders eventually turned into like a 2D just to make it for whoever still wanted to play it? Oh, and I missed Lucius's other comment before Cain even resurrected the Knight / Raziel and Co. What would a new game play like? I would certainly hope it would play like this, right? Game of the year of 2024 was a platformer, and that is, and essentially, not to minimize Soul Reaver like that, but this game is a platformer. So I see no reason to drastically change the gameplay and the game style and to just maintain the status quo of it and keep it as a platformer. I think that's what you do. Oh god. You know, because Astrobot was a phenomenal platformer. I think they would either go with SR1 style or the DMC style of Defiance. Yeah, and I hope they don't do that. I hope they don't do...
had nothing in common with the deranged jackal.
Yeah, I certainly hope they don't do something like that. That would be awful. Bad dog, go away. I don't think Blood Omen 2 dealt with Possessianos except for having him stuck in the rift, and you can say Defiance is just another possible alternate future, like a bad dream. As long as it isn't a Souls-like game. Oh, well, I like Souls-like games. I'd be okay with that. But yeah, I think if they were to do a Souls-like game, that would alienate so many players unnecessarily. Like, don't completely... That's to my point of what I was saying earlier. You don't have to drastically change the gameplay of these older games. You know, you can still very much have your action-adventure platform style of game. You know, look at your God of Wars. I'm not a fan of these games, but look at your, you know, Last of Us games and stuff like that. Possessianos was used by the Hilden Lord to open the Hilden Gate, then he was placed in the device, and both plot points get resolved in Blood Omen 2. Interesting. The Hilden Lord is killed, and Janos is trapped in the demon dimension currently. Any crows around here? There's gotta be, right? Yeah, there they are. Get out of here, crows. What are you doing?
I didn't know what impulse stayed my hand.
Oh, whatever, man. Nom, 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 nom. Give me your soul. And with the Hilden Gate destroyed, and the only ancient vampire in the dimension with them, they currently lack the means to invade Nosgoth, which is why the developers confirmed that SR1 doesn't change. Interesting.
From the moment of my arrival, I had the... From the look of it, this door had been sealed for...
Didn't know streaming tonight. Yeah, well, you're not my dad, Spectre. I can do whatever I want, okay?
And so it was with a sense of gravity and trepidation.
So what is
that I
Defiance supposed to
unsealed
be?
that ancient door and crossed.
Defiance is supposed to be... Oh, I don't know. Don't look to me to try to explain Defiance. As I said, it's been 20 plus years since I've played through any of these games until recently, where I just played through SR 1 and 2. Defiance is an attempt to explain the events of Blood Omen 2. There you have it. The entire Hilden plotline is... Okay. How the hell does my character keep glitching like that? Raziel. The team behind Blood Omen 2 didn't care for the lores and ignored SR2's team input. Really? That's interesting. So Giannis didn't end up being possessed in the end? Amy Hennig was forced to make sense out of what they make. I had no clue about that. That's so disappointing to hear. Like, you know, the last Hilden line in SR2 was one of the last things she wrote. And correct me if I'm wrong, but Amy Hennig, she would then go on to Naughty Dog, right? Am I thinking of the right individual? The right woman? And the change in the timeline at the end of SR2 was the way she found to explain how Blood Omen 2 would happen. Blood Omen 2 is good, except for the Janos and Vorador plot holes. I remember enjoying Blood Omen 2. I remember playing through it quite a bit. Uma was quite fun to look at as a prepubescent male. Then Defiance came to show what new events resulting from that SR2 timeline change could result in Blood Omen 2 events. And no, Janos is not possessed. I thought he did become possessed in Defiance, though, did he not? After the end of Defiance, the Hilden used his blood to open the Hilden gates. But didn't they create, like, some... Oh, God. Because they needed the blood of the ancient vampires.
I surfaced into a very different landscape. The daylight barely penetrated the dense canopy of this forest.
Alright, so for this crow trophy, after doing that, he stopped possessing him and entered Nosgoth with his actual body. Okay,
long ago sealed and abandoned to the encroaching swamp. I didn't currently possess the means to...
So with this crow trophy, I read that it's glitched, so I'm gonna have to, like, get these crows. Do you remember the interrogation scene from Menace to Society? You know you done effed up, right? Oh yeah. Janos' ultimate fate is what Blood Omen 2 portrays. He is currently trapped in the demon dimension. Okay. I feel like we're interrogating I got no patience. No, I appreciate it. I appreciate him being here and providing that extra information because, like I said, I do not claim. You asked me about some lore in like Legend of Zelda, you know, or Metal Gear Solid, you know, at least through Guns of the Patriots, I'll be able to give it to you. I'm Brazilian, I'm used to interrogations. As you should be. We're going to be interrogating you soon enough. But, no, that's alright. Patience, you're a friend of the channel. Until you get in trouble for something, then we don't know you. But, no, as I was saying, I appreciate people like Patience here to just, like, this is clearly his game, his series. So thank you for providing that lore background. I'm a big fan of the series, but it's not something where I have, like, the, I know Metal Gear lore better than you. Okay, Spectre. There's always that one kid in class who just needs attention. You know. Yes, Spectre, honey. You are a good student. You are a very good student. Here's your sucker, honey. Now wait in the back, please. Raise your hand and wait patiently to be called on. Vordor's resurrection was supposed to be in Defiance, but it was cut. You couldn't even name where they were changing their target to. Where they were changing their target to in MGS1. What? What are you talking about? I couldn't even name where they were changing their target to. Have you seen the new Onimusha video game trailer? Yes, we have. We did stream the video game awards where they show that off. It looks amazing. I have not played a single Onimusha game. I will play Onimusha. Oh, oh, he's talking about that. Whatever. And where is Zanzibar? No, I haven't played a... I got Onimusha to try now. No, I haven't played a single Onimusha game. Not for any particular reason. This is one of those games where I never played it. One of them was having Raziel meeting human Uma and being sent to retrieve his head so she could resurrect him. As a reward, he would turn Uma. Oh, Vordor's head, yeah. Okay, so... Where am I now? They decided that having Raziel to do 2 fetch quests to resurrect the vampires was redundant. Pretty much what all video games are fetch quests, right? There's varying degrees of fetch quest severity, though.
My lurking friend was no.
Now, was I supposed to? The later idea was to have Elder Cain resurrect him and orient him to build an army to help his younger self deal with an invasion. Yeah. I remember Onimusha 1 being an arcade at the mall and it had surround sound, bass, vibration controls. That shit was crazy. Okay, so how the fuck does this crow trophy supposed to work? A spy